Hello world and greetings from Panama. We love Panama. If you're considering a trip to this country, definitely do it. It's great. Varied, a lot of different terrain, beautiful coast, wonderful people. Put Panama on your list. So after we crossed the border, we headed to Santa Catalina, a town famous for surfing, famous for diving. While we were in Santa Catalina, we enjoyed the just chill atmosphere of that town, as well as getting out to do some surfing at the Point, a world famous surf break, some local beaches, and then we also went to COIBA National Park to dive and to snorkel. After we wrapped it up in Santa Catalina, we went to Panama City, saw the canal of course in Panama City, did some shopping in the city itself, and also went to CHAGRES National Park, where we got to spend some time with some local Indian tribes that are still there. So check out Panama, it's great. After getting to know the town a little bit, we headed to Playa Sotero. This beach is really at the south end of the Santa Catalina area, and it's very gentle. It's a really low-pitched beach, great for the kids playing, and also a popular spot for people learning to surf. Woo! Welcome to the playa! In this next set of clips, we head out to COIBA National Park. I did 2 different scuba dives, and the rest of the family did some snorkeling. So we dropped them off at one island. They had a snorkel guide there. They snorkeled around. I did a dive. We came back, picked them up, took them to another island. They snorkeled around there while I did a dive. Saw great underwater wildlife. All the footage coming up is taken by Siri and Sabine, great stuff. And we also got to get up close and personal with some humpback whales on the return trip, which was amazing.
Pretty sweet, honey. Pretty sweet.
No le metas cambio.
COIBA National Park was so good we had to do a second day. So on the second day we headed out. I did not do any scuba diving this time, but we all did some snorkeling, and we also visited the ranger station that's at COIBA National Park. COIBA is kind of in a weird state right now because for nearly 80 years it was a very much feared prison, feared by local Panamanians. A lot of bad stuff happened out there. And now it's this gorgeous, incredible national park with these beautiful tropical islands, tons of marine life. So it has this weird status. Travelers think it's amazing, and Panamanians still find it a little odd, but we absolutely loved it. Check it out. Oh, and there's a whale waving to us at the very end.
Gotta have his snacks, even on a deserted island, COIBA National Park. Here we are at the ranger station, COIBA National Park. Have some lunch after we snorkeled.
After Santa Catalina, we headed towards Panama City. This is about a 5-hour drive, so it took a little time to get there. And once we were there, like most travelers, we had to check out the canal. So the canal is really incredible. There's a lot of other canals around the world, of course, and we'd seen local canals near where we live at home. But the size and the scope of what is going on at the Panama Canal is really incredible. Many ships are passing through there in the morning, so we got to see a few go through. It's a pretty slow process, so I sped up all the video clips. Check it out.
A large container ship in the old canal. See the little trucks guiding it along.
After the Panama Canal, we headed to CASCO VIEJO, Panama's old city. This has buildings dating back to the 15, 16, 1700s when it was being colonized by the Spanish. And a lot of those structures are still intact. So we got to see some historic churches and got to walk around, check out the cool architecture there, and walk right down by the water and see the Malecon, the promenade there by the water. Great little old city.
Old town, Panama City. El Altar de Oro. This is the golden altar. The Blackbeard the pirate tried to steal, but was tricked by the pastor, who chalked it all in black ash to hide the gold. What do you think of these buildings, ladies?
¿Qué pasa?
On our next day in Panama, we headed to Rio Chagres National Park. This was really an amazing part of the trip. It was very much like stepping back in time. You felt like you were on a National Geographic expedition. There's a number of local native people who have been living in this park after being moved in the 60s and 70s from an area where they were. They've been living in this park, and while they do welcome tourists and tourism to make some money, these people are still very much living traditional lives. So we rode in dugout canoes up into the villages. There's 5 different villages, around 100 people living in each village. All the villages traditionally constructed, people making local handicrafts. So just seeing the river, seeing the villages, seeing the people, it was really an amazing experience.
No cultivamos lo que es aceite, como antes lo hacían, ya no tenemos que comprar eso.
Ja, und wenn ihr möchtet, wir tun es alles zusammen. Wir werden jetzt. Man nennt das hier Katako. Und das ist der Blätter. Dann hast du die. Daraus macht man das. Das ist deine Farbe. Ja.